Hello folks, it's me, I'm Biggy, and I'm back. This is Play Marvel, the trading card game. And this is a supplemental episode, before we actually head back to the story. We've got some puzzles to complete, which I've already completed. These puzzles are actually a good way to go for earning points. But that being said, I just go through each of these puzzles. It introduces the loyalty mechanic, and they have a total of 6 puzzles we could play here. Some of them very, very difficult indeed. I completed all these puzzles already off screen, just so I could actually show you how to complete these puzzles properly and not take 1 hour. The original recording of this was about 1.5 hours, just me fiddling back and forth. And I don't want to do editing, because it's taking me too much time to edit. But as you can see here, we could play a resource, and also the turn phase is meticulously slow. That's because they've slowed down the turn phases to the bare minimum. As you can see here, characters with loyalty means that they can only be put into play if there are other characters are the same typing team together, and you have a syndicate character, so we can't play it unless we have another syndicate character. And how do we get around that? Well, we're going to use Midnight Suns. And with Midnight Suns, I need a Marble Knights character in play, which I do have in Mikado and Moshe. And with that, I am going to pick Sinister Syndicate. And once I pick Sinister Syndicate, Marble Knights has Sinister Syndicate, and Sinister Syndicate has Marble Knights. So now I'm going to actually recruit Hobgoblin and place him here. Good. And then it's a simple process of like skipping through to the combat. I love the little thing in the middle that indicates which section it is. And now into the combat phase, we have the attack step. We'll just attack with Mikado, Moshe, and Hobgoblin. And with that should be all the damage we need. So that's the first puzzle completed. Yep. Okay, and with the recovery phase over, we win the battle. Yep. And let's just save the progress here. That's puzzle number 1. This wasn't very hard, but it introduces loyalty. Puzzle number 2, however, is a little bit harder. It makes you think a bit more. And the puzzle starts with the build phase. To solve the puzzle, defeat your opponent by the end of this turn. So we have here the She-Hulk with the armored spider suit. So she has reinforcement, and she has +2 attack and +2 defense. What do you do to deal with this? Oh, of course, we need to somehow manipulate the cards to go into our favor. So we have an Underworld's character here, and we have the only card we have right now that could change affiliations is the Hypnotic Charms. So let's just go to the resource step and display Hypnotic Charms. Hypnotic Charms states that affiliate characters you control and affiliate characters in your KO pile have the affiliations of each character in your KO pile. Yeah. So basically, we flip this card, and now we're going to use Entangle, play Entangle, and I'm going to do this and discard Spider-Friend's character, by Spider-Man, and we're going to tap Jennifer Walters. Probably want to see Jennifer Walters sooner rather than later. It would be really great if she showed up in any kind of like ambulance chasing capacity. But as you can see here, now we could, we tapped Jennifer Walters. Okay, and let's just play Blindsided so that she loses reinforcement. Yep. Now we have a recruit step, which is Firestar. I'm going to recruit Firestar and just have her slap the bejesus out of Jenny Walters here. Okay. Okay. That should be enough, because Jenny Walters has cost of 3. We have the combat phase now. We're just going to slap her. Yep. Boom. that should deal 3 plus 2. We're gonna breakthrough damage, so that's a total of 5. And that's the second puzzle done. And that's it. Game over. Now, loyalty 3. What do we do with this little guy? Connected. Okay, we have a puzzle mode. No, we aren't in puzzle mode. So what do we have here? We've got a couple of spider friends, the Tinkerer, some Firestar, and the Green Goblin. And we also have the Clone Saga and Sinister 6. Yep. We have 21 damage to deal. We have 17 plus 4. So we basically need to summon both wild packs. And that. So okay. We probably need to play the Clone Saga as a resource. And then recruit you. Recruit you. You're also an army. Yep. And with that, let's flip you. And with that, Green Goblin, you're finally a spider friend. Teaming up with Spider-Man. Your arch nemesis. And that's the formation done. It's simple enough, isn't it? Here comes the combat. Attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And +1 while team attacking. That's good. Done. Yep. So that's puzzle 3. Simple is best with this one. Okay, now let's go to puzzle 4. With puzzle 4, things get a little bit harder. You need to have a more complex way of thinking here. So what do we have? We have Backfire. I would probably want to be able to play Backfire. For us to be able to play Backfire, we need to actually draw it to play it. Over here we've got Doc Doom, armored Spidey suit, Crystal with an armored Spidey suit. So we need to find some way to destroy, to get through the defenses. In the beginning we were thinking, oh, we probably want to hit people with Emma Frost because she's nice and big, but it's just not going to be able to go through Doc Doom with a armored Spidey suit. But let's look at our resources that we have. So firstly we have Savage Beatdown, which is very useful. So this is the only resources we could play at the moment. We have the War Wagon, which costs 1 less we control our Marvel Knights character, which we don't. The equipped character has Activate KO Target Stun character, so loses endurance equal to the character's cost. So we'll probably see now that that whole using Emma Frosting is a bit of a distraction. We want to summon, we want to cast Emma Frost, but not the way you think. Firstly, we want Adrian Toombs down because he is amazing in that he can heal you with breakthrough damage. So with this, I'm going to pay 1 endurance, and the Chameleon will turn into an X-Men. Which means we could have Emma Frost come down. But problematic, you say. We have 0 health. And if we have 0 health, we won't be able to end the game until we have a 2 more health difference. Not to worry, we've got this covered. So we're going to recruit you. Get the War Wagon down first. Wonderful, it's a Punisher reference. Okay, and let's just go ahead and go and start the combat phase. Yep. Okay, now we activate this. So opponent discards a card and we draw a card. And we use Backfire to destroy the Spidey suit. Oh no, the Spidey suit backfired. Bye-bye, Crystal. She's inhuman. Okay. Boom! We already have a 5 defense character. And we're gonna attack now. He said, wait a minute, Adrian Toombs? Well, you really remember, we have the really broken Savage beat down here. Smash you! With a 7. And we're gonna lose 1. But then, because Adrian Toombs made 2 breakthrough damage, we have 2. Now, we can KO a target stun character. And his controller loses a total equal to its cost. So, boom! Wonderful. War wagoned. And that's it. So, that's the gist of that particular puzzle, puzzle 4. Now we have puzzle 5. Loyalty 5. Loyalty 5 is a little bit harder. Yep. Okay, now, what do we have here? Firstly, if you want to be able to do the Loyalty 5 puzzle, you need to think outside the box and basically use skills whenever you can. So first thing is, we want to get Midnight Suns. If you look here, we have Hobgoblin, we have Firestar, we have Spider-Man, we have Mikado and Moshe, with the Punisher, we have Going My Way, which is relatively useless. And we also have Penance there. So we want a Marvel Knights character. So we have a total of 12 HP to deal damage. We have 50 health, so we don't have to worry about how much health we lose. We have Daredevil here with 11 and 10. And here's what's the deal. We want to actually use Penance there, don't we? Yeah. Penance there KOs a stunned Marvel Knights character I control. And target opponent loses endurance equal to the amount I KO this way. Yep. So simply put, we want to, at the build phase, return dagger to our hand immediately and discard dagger. Search for Midnight Suns. Midnight Suns, and this is just basically one of the really most common combos you can actually find. Okay, so I want to play Mikado and Moshe, of course. Slap her on there, flip the Midnight Suns, and then pick Sinister Syndicate. Done. Place you here. Right there. And let's head into combat. So we need to do a total of 12 damage. So we have a reinforced Daredevil here. We're not going to be able to deal much damage beyond 5. Yep. But that doesn't matter, because the Daredevil's not moving anywhere. This is useful. Not. And here's a combat phase. And I'm slapping. Yep. Boom. So now we're both stunned. And we're gonna attack you for 1 more damage by Mikado and Moshe. And we're gonna play this card and KO the Hobgoblin. No. Boom. Boom. Done. Yep. Game over. Okay, cool beans. That was puzzle 5. Now, the next one is the most convoluted, stupidest thing you could imagine. Welcome to Loyalty 6. This is the puzzle that actually took me 1 hour, and I realized, wait, it took me 1 hour? You know, and I said, nope, I'm not going to edit that. Screw that. I'm just going to do a post-recording of how I actually did this. So we have 11 cards in hand, yeah? You need to defeat my opponent by the end of the turn. And let's look at what we have here. We have Blob, and Avalanche, and Pyro, and Unis. Anus? Unis? Unit? Anyways, these guys have a total cost of 2. Well, Blob has a total cost of 4. And we can't attack those guys in the back row. So, Forget them. We can't do anything with them right now. So our train of thought is, if you see here, we have Hobgoblin, we have Firestar, Mikado and Moshe, Mary Jane Watson, we have Trix here, we have the Midnight Suns, we have Meltdown, we have Sinister Salvo, we have Sadistic Choice, a Child in Valeria, and a Titanium Sword. And we also have, of course, Hypnotic Charms in our deck. Okay, so what do? Well, for us to get Hypnotic Charms on working, we probably need to replace one of our resources. So that's where Meltdown comes in. But before we do that, we need to actually have a card go into the graveyard, into the discard pile. Is it called a graveyard? The KO'd pile. So this is it's going to be very convoluted, but this is how we need to actually do things. We're going to have to play you as a resource, and then we use Meltdown and replace a face-down resource I control. Where does the resource come from, you ask? Well, from the deck. So that's that. Now we have a recruit step, and we want to activate the Hypnotic Charms, and the only character we can do that with is Trix. So here comes the Trix. Yep. And now that we have Trix here, we'll flip this, and now we could use Sinister Salvo. As a conditional cost to play Sinister Salvo, exhaust a Sinister Syndicate character you control. Target player loses 3 endurance. Yeah. Okay, so exhaust you. Opponent loses 3. Yep. Boom. Okay. Now, what we need to do is we want to get more cards to the graveyard. We can't use the Mikado and Moshe to discard because we could only use this in the combat phase, and we need to recruit guys before that. And we want Spider Friends down there as well. So the only way now is for us to actually find a way to discard these two. What cards do we have that we use to discard these cards? Oh, we have Sadistic Choice to discard 2 of our cards. Yeah, this is how convoluted we're going to take this. So we have a Doom stat here, which means you consider to always controlling Dr. Doom. And a Child of Valeria is going to stun a character with a cost 2 or less. So I'm going to stun my own Trix. Yep. And I'm going to use Sadistic Choice to shove you. Yep. Yes, discard cards! I want to discard these 2. Wonderful. Now, everybody is everybody. Okay, so with that, you can actually summon Firestar. Finally, look at that. How far it took us to actually be able to summon Firestar. And with that, we also have Marble Knights, so we can recruit you, place a Titanium Sword on you. Wonderful. Why the Titanium Sword, you ask? Well, the Titanium Sword costs 1 less with the Marble Knights character. Whenever your character stuns a character, the stun character controller loses 3 endurance. Isn't that cool? It's a really cool concept. It took me so long because I've been trying to summon, even if I summon Firestar, it's equipped with a Titanium Sword, and should have her stun all characters that cost 2 or less. And I still can't for the life of me find the extra 3 damage to deal. Yeah, but then this is all well and done and good. Yep. Let's just go ahead and head to combat. Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing that took me several hours. That's convoluted, isn't it? Stupidly convoluted. But that's a puzzle game. That's what you expect from a puzzle game. Anyways, so stun all characters that cost 2 or less, and boom. Here's the Titanium Sword triggers all 3 onto the chain. Yep. And boom, boom, boom. Yep, finally. And that's the end of the puzzle. And we win all the loyalty puzzles. Wonderful. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The last one in particular is ridiculous because you need to think way, way outside the box, discard your own cards, etc. But that's pretty much it. We're gonna go back to single player And we're going to finally head to Villain Chapter 2. Old enemies, new threats. See you guys in a bit. It's me and Biggy, and I'll be back.